This is the story of a soldier who died standing. He fought until his last breath and never surrendered to the enemy. At that moment, the enemy officer approached the soldier. To his astonishment, the soldier's body was still standing as if he were still alive. The officer then noticed the knife in the soldier's hand. He tried to take it off but couldn't. It took all his strength to pry open the soldier's fingers. The officer carefully examined the knife, which was covered in the blood of his own men, and decided to keep it as a souvenir. Looking at the soldier, his eyes were filled with awe. Then, he and his troops took off their hats and bowed to the soldier in respect. This soldier was a company commander. Not long ago, he had led his company to support his comrades and had even dug trenches on the battlefield. But at that moment, the enemy's grenades came flying over, and the soldiers were bombed. They retaliated in anger. To delay the enemy, the company commander ordered a retreat and to scatter and ambush the enemy. Using the cover of a big tree, the soldiers successfully killed part of the enemy and had to retreat temporarily. Meanwhile, the enemy officer received a battle report and immediately called for reinforcements to encircle them. The company commander received orders from higher-ups and decided to break through the encirclement. After observation, he found a weak spot in the enemy's firepower and prepared to lead his men out. But just as they were about to break through the encirclement, they were ambushed by the enemy. The soldiers did not give up and took the opportunity to throw grenades in retaliation. However, a group of enemies suddenly emerged from the water and charged at the soldiers. As the soldiers were fiercely fighting the enemy, an injured enemy secretly threw a grenade. The soldier was knocked unconscious while trying to save the company commander. The company commander immediately ordered the others to leave and stayed behind to hold off the enemy. The company commander killed the remaining enemies and fought until his last moment. On the other side, the injured soldier, upon learning of the company commander's sacrifice, prepared to avenge him. His comrade tried to stop him urgently, but the soldier raised his gun directly. His comrade, in anger, held the gun barrel to his own forehead. As they were arguing fiercely, another comrade punched the soldier, which finally brought him to his senses. Then, he decided to escape with his comrades. However, they hadn't gone far when they encountered a large number of enemy troops. They had to quickly take cover. But the soldier, seeing the enemy, was very angry and rushed out to avenge the company commander, not realizing that the enemy had already targeted him. Suddenly, the enemy was bombed. It turned out that a supporting force had launched a surprise attack on the enemy from the rear. After a fierce battle, they finally eliminated all the enemy troops.